the mental health crisis. It now affects 50 million Americans. That includes our students.
I'm stressing out.
So much anxiety.
This is a difficult time for a lot of students.
We definitely need help.
My name is Joel Relampagos. I'm the founder of the mental wellness program Change Your Algorithm. I'm going to talk to students from across the country so I can provide solutions. And together, we are going to break the mental health stigma. What's up, everybody, and welcome. My name is Joel Relampagos, and I am the founder of the mental wellness program Change Your Algorithm. You guys, I'm on a big mission. I want to break the mental health stigma with the help of our future leaders of America, our students. So today, I've got Joseph Carano.
My name is Joseph Carano. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a junior at University of North Carolina, Charlotte. So right now, I'm majoring in marketing. For fun, I enjoy gardening. I really love plants because I feel like when you watch something grow and live, I feel like that's such a rewarding thing. It's really awesome to see that whole circle of life in just such a small amount of space.
What's going on, Joseph? I mean, you really do love your plants. I love the plants behind you. All right, so Joseph, what is the story that you wanted to share with me and with the people that are watching right now?
I fell victim to bullying a lot. When I was growing up, I was flamboyant and vivacious, and sadly, those traits were not celebrated where I live. And instead, I kind of fell victim to some really negative commentary.
What was that like for you?
You know, it started off as just like name calling, and then it goes to the notes in the locker, and then I'm walking out to the bus, and there's people following me and like scaring me. And this is at like 13, 14 in middle school. There was an instant where someone was throwing like books at me in a classroom. So it was a lot. I pretty much saw any and every stage of bullying, including with now being in the digital era. I would come home, and even on my social media, I would go on, I would get comments and DMs of the same kind of things that was happening in person, but it would even follow me home at that point.
And I just have to ask, so everybody knows just how cruel people can be, like what were some of the names that some of these bullies called you?
I would get called the F word a lot. People would make comments about whether or not I had certain genitalia. People would have comments about the way I speak, the way I move. It's not even like, okay, oh, you might be gay. That's not what's happening. It's you're gay and that's bad. And so I think that's really difficult to go through too, because you're trying to figure out whether you are or not something. But if people are telling you you're something that's bad, why would you want to be it? So I'm fighting against it, because even if that is true, I don't want to be a part of it, because I'm seeing how I'm treated already at 12 years old. I mean, God knows what I'm going to be treated like when I'm 21 years old. For that is just so frustrating.
And so did you have anybody to turn to when you'd come home?
So when I came home, like, I would really just try to pretend like everything was fine. I never talked about what people would say because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to put it on my parents' shoulders to have to like worry about me at school. So it was literally like living a double life.
And so how did you handle guilt as well as shame?
I felt like when I was looking in the mirror, I wasn't even seeing me at that point. I was just seeing what everyone was saying about me. And so I think that leads to things like self-harm and really negative thoughts about myself. At one point, I even contemplated suicide. And it's just because you literally hate what you see. And it's because of these negative things that have been reinforced.
Well, I just have to say that from a personal standpoint, I could not admire you anymore.
Thank you.
I remember years ago that I came out on national television on a show called True Life, I'm Coming Out. And I did it in front of the cameras. I just have to say that you were a very, very brave human being. And I promise you that you were inspiring millions of people that are watching right now. Because the truth is that people can feel alone, right? The same way that you felt alone.
I was so alone during the whole thing. And I wish I would have handled my thoughts more clearly. I wish I would have tried to confide in more loved ones, and I didn't. And I wish if I could talk to him, I think I would have him do that.
So here's what I got for you. Ready? Basically, there's something that I like to do when it comes to inner child work, and that's actually tapping into your inner child. So I want you to picture that Joseph from back then, who was bullied, who was really hurt. Picture how old he was, what does he look like, And if you can, try to just remember some of the sensations of pain and suffering that he was going through. Okay? And now I want you to pretend that he's right in front of you. Let's pretend he's the camera. And I want you to look directly at him and tell him exactly what you would want him to know.
If I could speak to that Joseph who was hurting, this is what I would tell him. You're literally a star. Like, just wait, and it does get better, and you will progress so much. And what you're going through now is making you that stronger person that will help people in the future. And the best thing you can do is find a better relationship with yourself and build yourself up to be someone who's stronger, who doesn't let people talk down to you, who doesn't let people say those things, because you're going to be 17, 18, 19 years old, and those people aren't going to faze you anymore. And in that case, it is a blessing that you had it, I had it, you had it at such a young age, because I'm already past that now. Like, that's in behind me. I've embraced it and I'm moving on.
That's awesome.
I feel so much better now, and so it's even crazy, like, reliving it now, talking about it, because it just feels like a completely different person.
Well, Joseph, thank you so much for being brave, for sharing your story to me and with the millions of people watching right now. Honestly, I hope that you continue to be the best version of you, because you're going to go really far. You're going to be my boss one day, dude. So Joseph, as a special gift, our friends at Chegg are giving you some digital services that you don't have to pay for.
Whoa.
And us to change your algorithm, we're gonna make sure that we hook you up with all of our master classes, which you also don't have to pay for.
Oh, cool.
Joseph, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joel, and thank you, Chegg, for having me as a guest on this series. I really hope that it will help someone in the future. Even if it only helps one person, it's so worth it for me.
And for those of you that are watching that feel alone, or if you're being bullied, make sure that you actually tell somebody and understand that you're not alone. Help is there if you want it. Don't be ashamed. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Make sure to check out our website, changealgorithm.com, where we offer multiple classes when it comes to mental health, most of which are free. The website's changealgorithm.com, and I hope to see you in class.